All right. Shalom, shalom. Now, of course, as always, before I continue on with this lesson, I would like to say Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shah, Call Halayim La Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham Chakodash. Give a double honors to my apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutations towards you, hopeful elect, is best sincerely pushing this truth. Now, numbers Zakaya, coming at you from the Gemma's Temple and the church. And as you can see, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, that the whole world inwardly called God and Jesus Christ, for those who don't know. I'm back at it with another lesson. And as you can see on the screen right here, this lesson is going to be pertaining, some of the things that Esau got going on concerning, pushing that MOTB. Because we all know, for those who believe, all right, in the scriptures, all right, anything that has to do with prophecy, one of the major prophecies is what? This small device, this MOTB, which is another way of saying mark of the beast, all right, is going to be pushed through our main enemy, the one who's ruling over us, all right, the one who's oppressing everybody, the one who's controlling the banks. And you guys know who I'm talking about. It's talking about Esau, Edom, the devil, okay? And he has a lot going on concerning, his agenda or some of the things that he's pushing throughout his kingdom, because he is ruling over us right now, okay? And he's going to push that MOTB ultimately to basically control the minds of the people, control, your whereabouts, or have some sense on, your location, all right? Get all your information, anything you've been doing concerning business or finance. You guys know how it is. So anyway, this is what I typed in, and I just simply put what's going to be a bit part of the new digital age. Cause we're seeing that his technology, okay, is increasing, and if he's increasing on the left hand side, best believe Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah on the right hand side is overlapping him, all right? Meaning we're increasing 10 times better, and it's better to be, in the faith of Yahweh Bahasham Yahweh Shah anyway. But anyway, it says the new digital age, often referred to as the fourth industrial revolution, or AI 2.0, is moving away from simply being online to a state of intelligent, anonymous, and impressive computing. And remember, this is all a part of Esau's tactics, all right? Pushing his science on the whole world, pushing his philosophy throughout the whole world. We did this concerning science. We're doing that concerning science. Lying like a mug, man, okay? Now, of course, he is doing something or a thing or two, because this is going all the way back. Excuse me. This is going all the way back concerning, his blessing. Okay? Matter of fact, this is Genesis 27 and verse 37. And to read, Isaac answered and said unto Esau, Behold, I have made him thy Lord, and all his brethren have I given him, or given to him, for servants. So yeah, this is right after, he basically got finessed through the spirit. But anyway, Jacob, which is one of our forefathers, going all the way back to who? Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right, he's one of our forefathers. And this is the story about him receiving the blessings before Esau. And it was all set up like that through the spirit. Because if you fast forward today, Esau is living in his blessing. Okay? So the next world that's about to be within our lifetime is going to be the world of the Israelites. All right, there's a reason why we call ourselves the Hebrew Israelites, not the black Hebrew Israelites. Okay? We're God's chosen people, Hebrew Israelites. Okay? And in the next world, that's going to be our kingdom. Just like we're living out in his world today. The enemy's world today, well, guess what? He's going to live in our world when they get established. Once the only begotten son again, that the whole world inwardly called God or Jesus Christ, all right, his true name is Yahweh Shai. He's going to return here to save us from our people, from our enemy, from this oppression, from this captivity, from this the strange ways of this society, from ourselves. So let me continue on. It says, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? So Esau's going to take offense to this. And he did take offense to this. Because after he got the blessing, still, Esau still had the nerve to have some type of hatred towards Jacob. Just like he has hatred for us today, man. Started with the head tribe Judah, all the way down to the tribe of Issachar, man. You so-called Mexicans. Started with Judah for you so-called Negroes, going all the way down to you so-called Mexicans, man. He's still showing his horns. He's still showing his true colors. He's still pushing his madness. He's the deceiver. Verse 38, and Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. Yeah, okay. Always whining. Okay. Because you got played. Jacob's name in the Hebrew is, in the Paleo Hebrew, is Yaiquab. Okay. Meaning to supplant. Or if you want to say it in our terms today, basically, he got finesse, man. He got played out his blessing. And remember, Esau, he sold his birthright for some raw meat. So now he's showing his true colors, even all the way up to this day, man, his hatred. And he's showing that he's the devil because of his witchcraft on the left-hand side concerning his science. So let's continue on. Verse 39. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And by the sword thou shalt live. So yes, man, we can see that he has the fatness of the earth, okay, etc. We can see that these devils are living good. They're above us, okay? They can go anywhere they want. They have a conversation about what type of properties they're gonna buy next. Now I'm talking about real Edomites. Okay? Whether they be over there in Europe or whether they be over here in America. But you guys get the point. And it says, and by thy sword thou shalt live. So he got blessed with a sword. Okay? From Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And without that sword, he's not able to live. But in this case, he's utilizing that sword. So therefore, he's living through that sword. Okay? And this is not rocket science. Typically, when you give somebody a sword, right? That's a form, that's an instrument of war. Combat. Okay? An instrument of destruction. So if you fast forward till today, that sword got advanced. Okay? That same sword that Esau got blessed with, it got advanced, it got sharpened up. Okay? He's coming out with this AI. Now he can use the AI as a weapon. He talk about the sixth branch of the military. Obviously using that as a weapon. Because they know that Yahweh Shah is going to come back on those chariots that the whole world is going to call UFOs. So now they want to make a space sword, a space, space stations, man. Shooting lasers at chariots and stuff. He's using what he got blessed with as an instrument of war. It's not like a regular sword no more, like a little dagger. It truly got advanced through science, through his wisdom. Matter of fact, this is Ezekiel 28 and verse 3. And it reads, Behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. So he has wisdom. Okay? And he's using his wisdom to affect the whole world. Changing up laws, changing up time. Come on, man. This guy got a daytime saving. Who does that? that still don't make sense. He get certain information, certain knowledge, use it against us, or keep it to himself. That's what people call hidden knowledge. And how to take care of yourself. So he want to create pharmaceuticals. He want to put a pharmacy right by your neighborhood, selling these type of drugs. The FDA, Food Administration. So he's using everything that he know, man. And he's been in power for a very long time. So he has XP, meaning experience. He's using that same experience, that same wisdom to do damage with that sword that he was blessed with. Don't you get it? But it says, behold, thou art wiser than Daniel. There is no secret that they can hide from thee. With thy wisdom and with thy understanding, thou hast gotten thee riches, and has gotten gold and silver and thy treasures. So yeah, while he's ruling above us, and we all know how the story goes, he got his riches because he's always invading other countries. He's always bullying his way into other countries. The same tactics that you see in war is the same. This is the same devil, because reincarnation is in the scriptures as well, man. Through his wisdom, through his understanding, he got rich. He look at us as cattle. Look at what happened during the Atlantic slave trade, man. Look at the certain tactics that Rome had. This is Rome all over again concerning America. Rome had a Senate. Fast forward today, the U.S. has a Senate, and they got this whole Republican and Democrat going on, red versus blue. It's the same thing. Order out of chaos. So yeah, man, they're getting rich. And while they're getting rich, and we know that they are rich, okay, they're still using their trickery, their witchcraft to transform it as a weapon towards us. Everything got weaponized because he's a mad scientist. Give me 1 second. This is Isaiah. This Isaiah 54 and verse 16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals. The coals, excuse me. So the Lord has created somebody on this earth that has a heavy history or represents on being a smith. Now, if you look up what does a smith do, they make all different types of armory, weapons. He was blessed with the sword, right? So put 2 and 2 together. They made all different types of instruments of war or tools, whatever it could be, But in this case, this certain smith, he blew up the coals in the fire. And it says, and that bring forth an instrument for his work. So this particular instrument has already been created, has already been developed, because that's what the Heavenly Father ordained. The same oppressor that we all have, the same devil, okay, the one that's ruling right now over us. The earth was given into the hands of the wicked, right? He represents that same smith that the Lord created. And that smith created a certain instrument for the Lord's work, because that's going to be the same instrument, aka a missile, that's going to actually destroy this place via the chariots through Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shah. It's that same instrument. He was blessed with that sword. It got advanced over time. It's not something that you could just swing and chop a limb off. Everything got advanced. Push of a button. And if you do any research on these particular missiles, they can reach another country within like 10 minutes. And it says, and I have created the waster to destroy. Yeah. The same Smith who's been cooking up in the laboratory, if you can catch my drift, who's been creating all these different instruments of war. These same instruments will detonate, okay? It says waster to destroy. So this place is going to be a desolate. Concerning World War III. A push of a button, man. This place is going to get destroyed, utterly destroyed, decimated. Going back to his science. Okay? It says, number one, agentic AI and autonomous systems. All right? From chat to action AI. So, yeah. And we know about Chat GPT. There's other platforms that's just like that, or their competitors. But it says number two, hyper-connected world, 5G/6G. See, now they pushing the 6G. Okay? And the 6G been around for a little minute. There's a lot of videos saying how 6G affects certain areas, certain cities, people, population, all that, man. Because again, this is a spiritual warfare. This is the same waster that's going to ultimately rid himself out of rulership, man, through Yahweh Bahashim Yahushua. Okay? It says in a lot, if I said that right. Okay? Immersive technologies, SR, and metaverses, AI-powered biotech and health, cybersecurity, and digital trust. See, we're coming into this new digital system. Okay? This is the same waster that's destroying the whole earth right now. Let me see something. This is 2 Thessalonians chapter 2. Give me a sec. I'm going to start around verse 2. This 2 Thessalonians 2 and verse 2. That ye be not soon shaken in mind, or be troubled, neither by spirit, nor by word, nor by letter as from us, as the day of Hamashiach is at hand. So the day of the only begotten Son is at hand. The day of destruction, the day of wrath, the day of indignation. Okay? Through that same instrument, aka missile, that's going to destroy this place, man. All right. It says, verse 3, let no man deceive you by any means. So don't be deceived. If you look that word devil up on the online etymon, it goes back to that root word right there, deceiver. So don't get tricked. This devil's going to be taken out the way, man. It says, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first. And that falling away has a big part of Israel falling away from the law, statutes, and commandments that the Lord has set up. Because we fell. One of the first commandments that we have broken as a people was serving these other gods, wood and stone, like our people doing today. Serving these different gods. One day is Buddha, one day is Muhammad. One day is some nigga from the hood. Then the next day is back to Jesus Christ. And so on and so forth, man. Jehovah, Yahweh. He only got one name, man. So, but anyway, we fail, man. Okay, especially concerning 70 AD. And that's really what it's going into. And you can actually look that up in history, man. That's in the scriptures. All right? Rome had a big part of that, man. 70 AD. But continue on knowing, it says, and that man of sin be revealed. And who's being revealed? The devil. Everybody's is starting to wake up to the fact that some ain't right over here, man. And that main, and the main problem is the ones that's ruling over us, so-called white people. Esau, Edom. If your lineage goes back to Esau, then you're Edomite. And it's not a color thing either. So he's being revealed that he's the wicked. It says the son of perdition. So yeah, when you go into this word perdition, it simply means destruction. He's the son of destruction. He's the waster. He's the smith. He's the serpent. Same devil, man. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God. Yeah, he exalts himself as if he's God. He want to splice cells and playing around with atoms. He want to tell the people you're going to lose your job if you don't get this C19 shot. The ultimate manipulator. He puffs himself up as if he's what? God. Who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God, or that is worshipped, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God. So now he want to control everybody through his MOTB. Now he wants surveillance on everybody. He want everybody to be connected. He want everybody within one banking system, one internet, whatever the case might be. One this, one that. And the easiest way for him to actually do that is to push the MOTB, as he's been doing. That's what this new digital system is going into. But anyway, that's pretty much all I have for now. He is that smith that bloweth the coals. He is a mad scientist, all right, trying to establish or continue to establish this digital system, which at the end of the day is going to cause this man downfall. Because we're seeing the prophecy speaking loud and clear, different prophecies on this man downfall. And some of the things that's going to actually lead up to other major events that's going to play a big role in his downfall. So Lord willing, this lesson was edifying, all right? I'm going to close the lesson up. I give it all honor, glory, and infinite praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shah, Bahasham, Chakwadash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, and peace, love, and salutations towards your hopeful elect. Dispense the seal of pushing the truth. Until the next lesson, Shalom.